the Department of Justice serving the Federal Reserve with subpoenas for criminal indictment is one of the most historic moments in history. And it is truly incredible. Donald Trump is trying to gain absolute power over the USA. And it is something that I just need to get out my feelings and my thoughts and to understand why he's doing this. And I think the only reason why I see this being a thing now is because of the midterms. Donald Trump needs to make himself look electable. He needs to make and do things that will look on the surface like he cares about the people and not about the elites that surround him. Doing things like stating the housing cap for corporations, doing this credit card cap, doing a whole bunch of things to try and gain the favor of the public is why he's doing this. But doing this comes at what cost? The situation right now is that, yeah, Powell might be leaving in May, but he's still going to be on the board, the 12 board members that decide on rate cuts or not. And what Donald Trump is trying to do is completely remove all of these people so he can put in his own people that will just listen to what he says and to the threats and this and the other. But I will say this. The Fed was made impartial for a reason. Their mandate, their everything about what they are is actually to benefit the US economy and ultimately the people. They have a dual mandate to keep inflation low and to keep unemployment low and employment high. These are the things that he has to do and the Fed has to do. Now, there is this argument, and it could be the argument that made where the Fed should be cutting more aggressively and continuously because there are factors that state that there could not be an issue for this to move forward. But you need to understand this. You need to understand something very, very, very clear. Donald Trump is a hurricane of uncertainty. Everything that this man does is uncertain. Saying things like, oh, I have a very important meeting 3 weeks down the line is uncertainty. Saying things like, oh, I'm going to do something special, taking over countries, taking over oil, threatening Europe, threatening this, that, and the other. All of this creates uncertainty in the market and the markets hate it. And if the markets hate it and uncertainty is developed, then the whole economy will suffer from it. And the only thing stopping that this uncertainty is the Fed's impartiality and what they are doing. They're doing it. Inflation is down, even though that there are tariffs and other things. They started the cutting process because they started to see that the risk is now towards unemployment and job creation. They are not doing anything to damage the economy because it is their mandate to do so. This is the situation, and it's Donald Trump's desperation to remove the whole body to make everything look right for the short term. People need to get this. Donald Trump only cares about his short term, the short amount of term that he is in office, and he will try and make everything look great and forget about the consequences that will come of this. Remember, we had a time of high liquidity, low rates, and money being fueled into the economy. And what did that create? It created the longest period of financial immobility, high interest rates that has ever happened, and inflation hitting record numbers. Remember what happened in COVID. And that is what Donald Trump wants. He wants that boom of growth. And then when he leaves, he can blame it to everyone else. Because this is the thing that people need to understand, is that the Fed thinks long term. Donald Trump just wants to get reelected and looks at the short term. That is my thoughts. Tell me what you think. Write in the comments below. Follow, like, and share. And then, yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.